In this video, I would like to review how to calculate probability when we have binomial distribution. In this example, n, the sample size, is 15. The probability of success is 0.4. And we would like to know that what is the probability of x equals 4. When we have an equality, we will use binom PDF. And the syntax is n, p, and x. So in this case, we will enter 15.4 and 4. Once again, when we have equality, we will use PDF. When we have inequality, we will use CDF. The easiest inequality we could calculate is less than or equal to. We need to have that equal sign. In this case, we could use binom CDF directly. And the syntax, once again, is NPX. So we will enter 15.4 and 4. Notice the only difference between my entry is one is binomial PDF and the other is binomial CDF. So that would be the easiest inequality we could calculate. Now, what if we have strictly less than 4? Notice we do not have the equality within our inequality. In this case, remember, when we have binomial distribution, x is discrete. So it only takes on integers. This probability is equivalent to x less than or equal to 3. There is no possibility of having any decimals between 3 and 4. Once we convert this inequality, we could use binom CDF and the entry, let me squeeze a little bit over here. Instead of 4, I would use 3. Okay, moving on to the next inequality. Let's notice that the difference between this inequality and this inequality, they are the opposite of each other. The inequality point a different direction. One has equality and the other does not. They are the complement of each other. So knowing that this is equivalent to 1 minus probability of x less than or equal to 4. And we already know how to calculate the probability of x less than or equal to 4. So we're using the definition of complement, subtracting the probability from 1. Okay, last one. The difference between, notice the difference between this probability and this probability. Once again, they are the opposite of each other, which means, once again, I could use the idea of complement and subtract 1, subtract the probability of x strictly less than 4 from 1. And in this case, we already know this is 1 minus binom. Since we already carry out this calculation once, I'm going to skip the intermediate step. And what you're going to enter into your calculator is simply just this. And to check your answer, here I already have the solution. So try it out with your graphing calculator. And please let me know if you have any questions.